Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today I am going to discuss regarding pelvic inflammatory disease. It is a spectrum of infection and inflammation of the upper genital tract organs, typically involving the uterus, fallopian tube, ovaries, pelvic peritoneum, and surrounding structures. What are the risk factors for pelvic inflammatory diseases? Your risk of pelvic inflammatory diseases increases if you are having gonorrhea, chlamydia, or have had any sexually transmitted infection before. Other factors that can heighten your risk for pelvic inflammatory diseases include having sex under the age of 25, having multiple sexual partners, having sex without condom, recently having an IUD inserted douching, having a history of pelvic inflammatory diseases. What are the symptoms of pelvic inflammatory diseases? Some women with PID don't have any symptoms, but for some other women who do have symptoms, these can be include pain in the lower abdomen, it is the most common symptom. Pain in the upper abdomen, painful coitus, painful urination, irregular bleeding, increased or foul smelling vaginal discharges, tiredness, sharp pain in the abdomen, vomiting, fainting, high fever, especially more than 101 degree Fahrenheit. How we can diagnose pelvic inflammatory diseases? Your doctor may able to diagnose pelvic inflammatory disease after hearing your symptoms. In most cases, your doctor will run the test to confirm the diagnosis. The test may include pelvic examination, blood culture, cervical culture, urine test. And additional tests include sonography, pelvic ultrasound, cultosynthesis, laparoscopy, etc. Treatment, especially pharmacological treatment for outpatients: ceftriaxone, doxycycline, metronidazole. For inpatients, the treatment is categorized under three regimens. First one, regimen A. It includes doxycycline and cefoxitin. Regimen B include gentamicin and clindamycin. Regimen C include ampicillin and doxycycline. Let us see what are the complications of pelvic inflammatory diseases. The complications may include pelvic peritonitis, septicemia, dyspareunia, chronic pelvic pain, chronic pelvic inflammation, ectopic pregnancy, etc. There are some ways to prevent pelvic inflammatory diseases such as practicing safe sex, getting tested for sexually transmitted diseases, avoiding douches, and also wiping from front to back after using the bathroom to stop bacteria from entering your vagina. Thank you. Have a nice day.